Hey, greetings gentlemen, welcome to another review. I'm Natural Soap Man, and in this episode I'm actually going to be reviewing what is the Nautical Sage by Dr. Squatch. So let's get right into the video, guys. Alright, cool deal, guys. In this part of this video, I want to try to give you the best description of the smell of this bar of soap as much as possible. Now, it's a little difficult because you have a couple things going on here with the Nautical Sage. So I guess I'm going to have to try my best to describe this in generalities. The first thing I'm going to say right off the bat, though, is that this bar of soap smells like summertime. This is a summertime smelling bar soap. There's no doubt about it. It has summer vibes. When I smell this soap, I think of going to the beach. I think of going to the pool. I think of summertime activities, right? You know what I mean? Like that. Think along those lines. And I'd also kind of classify this as a cleaner smell, right? Now, don't think of clean sheets. I'm not talking about Febreze. I'm just meaning it's more clean, straightforward. I think that comes from the sage and the cypress working together, along with it. But there's also lavender that's being featured in the soap that kind of brings it back, because sage and cypress. If you don't know what those, see, that's what makes it difficult. Because if you don't know what those scents smell like, you're not necessarily gonna know exactly what I mean. But those particular smells have like this kind of a little aggressive, little bite to them, where lavender's a little smoother and kind of brings it back home for us, right? Vibes. This is summer vibes. Now, what I'm saying is that this bar soap is perfect for the late spring, summertime, that time of the year. Now, I'm not saying you can't wear during the winter or the fall or anything like that. I mean, to give you an example, let's use coffee as an example, right? During the fall, in the winter, what kind of coffees you see being featured? It's not a trick question, right? Pumpkin spices, you see a lot of peppermint mochas, right? They are the type of coffees you see being featured and being heavily endorsed, right? And people eat them up, right? Or drink them up, right? Why? It's not because like during the summertime they taste bad. It's just it's festival, it's seasonal, it makes sense. People are in the mood, and I like to think of my scents and smells along those lines as well. So you can sort of see the parallels there. But guys, at the end of the day, it is a wonderful smelling bar of soap, and I don't think any of you would be disappointed if you found yourself buying the Nautical Sage. Now guys, that concludes. I hope that gave you a somewhat fair, good description of what it smells like. I know it necessarily wasn't pinpoint, but I tried my best. Like I said, if you don't know what sage or cypress smells like, it's a little difficult, but know that it has a really nice, clean, edgy, clean smell to it, guys. And I think you're really gonna like this one. So with that being said, guys, let's move on to the next part of the video, where I sort of want to talk about two really cool ingredients that are being featured in this bar of soaps. Alright gentlemen, now that we talked about how the Nautical Sage smells like, let's talk about two really cool, key, powerful ingredients that are being featured in the Nautical Sage. The first one being the sage itself. Now guys, when it comes to the sage possesses a ton of health benefits, but just to list a couple of them, some of the properties include like anti-aging properties. It's loaded with vitamins and minerals. It also helps prevent cancer, right? These are just a couple of them, but that just gives you an idea of how powerful this ingredient is. And there's so much more, man. Like, I know it's used like aromatherapy, it's used in teas, it's used for medicinal purposes. I've also read like studies that say that it also helps even improve brain activity, help you with your memory. Like, it's impressive. Sage is very, very impressive, guys. So it's just something to keep in mind when you're using this soap. It's just some cool fun facts about the ingredients you're using, right? And guys, and the second ingredient that's being featured here is the Cypress essential oil. Now, cypress is known to be antifungal, antibacterial, antimicrobial, right? And this lends itself to help prevent skin infections and skin funguses, and even helps prevent skin acne, right? Which is really cool, probably, if you had a check box, right, of what you wanted your bar soap to do, fighting skin infections, fighting skin fungus, and I don't know, preventing skin acne is probably some things you check off in the box, right? I mean, I'm just saying, right? So, guys, can you see how powerful this is? Can you see how powerful having the right natural ingredients, things that you can find in Mother Nature, right, on Earth, in your soap, right? Can you see how powerful this is? Why it's important to use natural soaps instead of conventional soap? You see, I'm gonna put it like this. Conventional soap, yes, it cleans, right? It takes away, but it doesn't give back. Whereas natural soap takes, but it gives back, right? See how powerful that is? Come on, guys. Come on, just saying. You know, not only is this bar soap smelling amazing, this bar soap's also doing amazing things for your skin as well. So you really need to keep this in mind and keep those facts in check and have that understanding when you do go buy a bar soap, that you are making a difference for you so you can be your best self, right? These are important things to think about. But, alright guys, let's move on to the next part where we're going to conclude this review and I'm going to give you my overall thoughts. And so, let's move on, guys. Alright guys, and that brings us to our final part of this video, where we're going to pretty much wrap up the review, and I'm going to give you my overall thoughts. Now, at the end of the day, I think this is a wonderful smelling bar soap. It's a good 5-ounce bar. It's $7 if you buy straight up off their website, or if you subscribe. If you do the math, like depending on the subscription, it always comes out to be like $5-6, somewhere in that ballpark, which lends itself to be very, good quality, good value. And so, and it's Dr. Squatch, man. They do a very good job on their bar soap. The quality's there, so I got no problem there. It's a no-brainer. This is a very good bar soap. Now, my only caveat is, I think this soap does much better during the summer. Late spring, summertime, because it has such a summertime smell to it. So my thing is, that being said, I can't recommend this all year as a staple. I just strongly recommend you get this soap during the summertime. I think it just makes the most sense. I think that's when you get the most out of the soap. And I think once you smell it, you're going to understand. I think you're going to agree. Again, not saying you can't buy it any other time of year. I just think this is when it performs the best. So, natural soap man approval? Absolutely. No doubt. Bam. Awesome bar soap. Go get your bar. I think the Nautical Sage is a wonderful, wonderful addition to your lineup if you want to get some. No problems here recommending it. So, and gentlemen, once again, I'm Natural Soap Man. That concludes our review. I'll see you guys next Tuesday as always. And man, much love. I appreciate the support. Keep giving me feedback. Keep sharing. Keep loving. Keep liking the videos. Keep watching. And I'll be back next Tuesday with another review. But in the meantime, guys, you take care out there. Be safe, man. Be smart. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.